are you?
My name is Africa. I'm the drummer for Sarah Soul.
And it's your first time in Switzerland?
No, it's my second time. I've been before. I played in Basel Tattoo. So yeah, that was the last time I was here. I played.
When you practice, what do you do exactly? Can you show us with your hands maybe?
There's a thing that I got from Jojo Mayer, who's a drummer here, and it's to do with building your muscles up. So you put your hands together like that and you clap.
It's almost like a fish or what?
Yeah, but you do that for long periods of time so you can get quicker.
How do you measure that you're quick enough?
Use a metronome and a clock.
From which area in London are you?
In a place called Guildford. It's just actually outside of London. I'm studying a degree in ACM. Yeah,
what is ACM?
It's Academy of Contemporary Music. It's a music university.
One day you will be a big star.
Yeah, hope so. That'd be good.
And in which band would you like to play?
Prince's band, yeah.
Prince, formerly named Symbol?
Yes, yeah.
So he keeps changing the name. You will never know who he is.
No.
But a drummer is usually quite unknown.
Yes.
Isn't this a shame?
Yeah, well, you know.
For you it's not a big problem.
No, it's fine. As long as I play, you know, have good grooves, play good time, that's the most important thing. So, yeah.
Well, I would like to thank you, and
thank you very
maybe you can now use the last 2 minutes, if you want, to send a message to everybody you want to get to hear you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, just everybody in ACM, hey. Jojo Mayer, if you're listening, love you. That's pretty much it. Love everybody.
This is the message.
Yeah, it's a message.
Not more.
No, just love everybody. Hope you're having a good time here. So yeah.
All right, so enjoy the festival.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope you have some time to go sightseeing.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Are you going to go on some mountains or?
Oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to. That'd be great. Yeah.
There is one that you don't have to miss. It's the Matterhorn. You know the Matterhorn?
No, what's that?
It's the most beautiful mountain in Switzerland.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to find it.
All right. So enjoy your time and thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gilles Peterson, and I'm here, first time for me in Sierre, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm looking forward to playing some records.
Is it also your first time in Switzerland?
No, I've been here many times before. My mother lives in Gland, which isn't very far from here, so I know the region quite well. And I used to come here a lot in the 90s. I used to do a lot of work with the Montreux Jazz Festival and on Couleur 3 and lots of clubs from Le Mad to the Dolce Vita in Lausanne. So this is a kind of comfortable place for me.
Is there a huge difference in the audience, or how do you feel a Swiss audience?
Yeah, I mean, Switzerland is quite interesting because it changes a lot between the different parts of Switzerland. So, for example, playing in Zurich is pretty different to playing in Lausanne. But I find that because I'm on the radio, a lot of people know more or less the kind of music that I play, and so I always get a lot of good feedback. So it's always really nice to come here. But never eat a fondue before you DJ. You know, that's not a clever idea. You have to eat light foods.
I think you know that Moby just made his new CD. Did you already have a listen to his new album?
No, I don't really check Moby's records. unless I hear them, you know, without realizing it on the radio or something like that.
Which are your main influences when you make music?
Well, I suppose I'm into all different kinds of dance music. Living in London, I get to hear a lot of new stuff coming through. At the moment, there's a lot of interesting music coming out of the breaks, dubstep type of scene. But I listen to a lot of American music, a lot of house and techno, a lot of jazz, a lot of music from around the world. I just got back from Cuba, where I was making an album over there, so I was very much into the timba and the descarga and the Cuban sound. So I like to mix up lots of different rhythms and try and create something different and interesting.
Here in the flyer they say that you are also a bit more on the jazz side. Is that true?
Sure, yeah. I think anybody who's been in music a long time is going to be influenced by jazz because it was the teacher, really. So I like to direct people in that direction if I can. But, you know, jazz doesn't necessarily mean that it has to have a saxophone in it. It's more about an approach to music, and that's where the jazz comes into what I do in my mix. Everybody's a DJ these days, you know, so I don't think making the crowd dance is necessarily the first thing that you want to do, you know. It's all about trying to emotionally connect with people. Sometimes stopping people dancing can be as strong as making a lot of people dance, you know, because it's all about the dynamics. And, you know, anybody can go and buy the top 10 dance records and make people dance. So, well, I try and switch it around a little bit and play about with different stuff so that, you know, you can create a different pattern, because, you know, most DJs sound the same really, so I try and make it sound a little bit different, and if people follow me, that's great.
What is the message of your music? Each time when you make music, what is your main message?
My message is to direct people towards the sounds of Sun Ra and John Coltrane, and if I can bring a few people that way, then my job as an ambassador for the free speakers of the world of music has been done.
So you feel yourself like an ambassador of music?
Sure, you know, I don't make music really. I communicate with music, and I try and give people a bigger picture, you know, of what's out there. And I try and surprise people and try and take them on a different trip, really, you know, because as I said to you before, it's very easy just to go around and play the hit parades. You know, I don't do that, and that's what I do, really.
Switzerland as a country of cleanness that is just maybe superficial. Can you say something about that?
Well, I think that Switzerland's always been a very progressive country in a way. I think that cleanliness is an important part of presentation, and I like that. But I also think that in Switzerland people are very progressive, and they're very liberal. The youth is anyway. The experience that I've had, there's always been a lot of support for the arts and culture in this country. As you can see by this festival, you know, this doesn't happen in all the small towns in England or in America. So people here are prepared to try and push out stuff and give people new sounds. So, you know, I'm very grateful for that. And I think it's a very important part of the culture here that it's an open place. Switzerland's always been a country full of travelers, people who are very prepared to look for adventure. You know, they're real investigators, the Swiss, and so it's always a pleasure to be able to bring them a little bit of my sound.
That's great. As a DJ, you must have quite a high emotional quotient to feel what the crowd needs, what they want. On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you estimate your emotional quotient?
Well, I'm like any other human being. I think that you have days when your emotionals are quite low, there's days when they're very high, you know? I mean, I'm a quite sensitive guy, I suppose, so I like to connect with my audience. I suppose that makes me quite emotional. I don't go there and just play what I played the night before. I try and feel off the people. So, you know, music is the healing force of the universe, and I'm a doctor.
Oh, that's a nice message. And which medicine are you going to give to your patients tonight?
I don't know. I'll give them a little bit of organic Prozac, a little bit of Viagra, maybe, and maybe a few aspirins for the day after.
Wow, that's great. Thanks a lot for the interview, and
Okay.
enjoy your party here.
Thanks a lot.
It's great.
All right, nice.